Indiana therapist adopts severely burnt boy who had no home to return to. He spent 2 days in the hospital. After a gut-wrenching incident turned his world upside down, a boy had to spend a long time in the hospital, undergoing extensive treatments. During that period, he met someone who would become a significant part of his life.
But before we start, please take a moment to give this video a like, subscribe to Happy World, and hit the bell so you'll never miss these great stories.
Christian Doss was a bright, lively, and sweet boy who was always fun to have around. Sadly, in September 2016, he experienced an unimaginable tragedy. While playing outside a house in Lafayette, Tippecanoe County, Indiana, he had a bonfire accident. Consequently, the then 8-year-old boy suffered critical burns on nearly 95% of his entire body, including his head, hair, face, arms, and legs. After the horrific incident, Christian was rushed to the hospital, and so began his extensive and lengthy treatment. Recovering in the hospital. While recovering at the Riley Hospital for Children, the young boy was fortunate to meet a friendly and dedicated team of doctors and nurses. Owing to his serious condition, he had to spend considerable time in rehabilitation, where he met Erica Doss. At that moment, Erica faced a huge predicament. She knew she couldn't see the youngster suffer anymore. Meeting his speech therapist and making improvement. Erica was Christian's speech therapist and worked with him daily to help him regain his ability to talk, eat, and chew properly. When Erica saw his dire condition, she was overcome with a myriad of emotions and couldn't help but feel something. She recalled, "My God, he's been through more than anyone that I know." Christian's physiotherapist, Karen Robertson, recounted that after the horrific incident, he struggled to take a few steps and couldn't walk. But over time, the youngster showed massive improvement. He could tie his shoelaces and bend to pick up stuff off the floor. He radiated joy and warmth. Everyone, including the doctors, nurses, and physical trainers, was amazed by Christian's determination, perseverance, and grit. As time passed, he was able to impress them with his melodious voice and loved humming his favorite songs. Whenever someone saw him, they could feel the joy and excitement reverberating through his loving soul. But even after having come this far, the young boy said he remembered everything, pointing to the harrowing moment when things went down that fateful day in 2016. It wasn't easy for Christian to find his voice again and muster the courage to compose his life's brand new soundtrack. Nonetheless, his cheerful demeanor, sparkling eyes, and vibrant spirit were enough to captivate even the callous hearts. Forging a connection. Karen and Erica witnessed how the same Christian who once had trouble getting up could not only walk, but also run. Throughout their time together, Erica forged an unusual connection with the youngster, who had been through a terrifying ordeal involving mental, physical, and emotional pain. She recollected, "I got really close to him. He just kind of stole my heart. He's such a sweet boy and so smart and witty and just kind." A painstaking realization. There was something about Christian that made Erica instantly bond with him, from his positive attitude and high spirits to his brilliant sense of humor. Then one day she learned something that shattered her heart into a million pieces. Christian had nowhere to go after being discharged from the hospital. In other words, he was likely to go to foster care because his birth mother was deemed incapable of looking after him. Sadly, Christian had no relatives who could take him in either. At that moment, Erica faced a huge predicament. She knew she couldn't see the youngster suffer anymore, she reflected. It really scared me when I heard he didn't have anyone to go home with. Ringing the bell thereafter, Erica discussed the matter with her then-fiancé, Matt Doss, and they mutually agreed to adopt Christian after they get married. When Matt met Christian, he was spellbound by his witty banters, positivity, and loving heart, and he couldn't wait to have him become an official member of his family. After spending 2 days receiving extensive care and treatment in the hospital, Christian walked on his own to ring the bell, with everyone rooting for him in the background. In April 2017, he went home with Erica's parents, who gladly stepped up to take care of him until things settled down. Becoming a Doss. Eventually, Erica and Matt tied the knot, and the only thing on their mind was finalizing Christian's adoption. After a lengthy process, the 11-year-old boy officially became a Doss on January 10, 2020, a momentous occasion for him and his new family. About Christian's adoption, Erica's mother shared, "We feel like he's always belonged. I mean, I have loved him as a grandson since the time I brought him home, and he's my first grandchild." A special occasion. Also present at the adoption hearing was Tegan, Christian's baby sister, who he adored and loved wholeheartedly. Matt revealed that he and Erica had always considered Christian their son, but seeing things become official was a moment of relief. As he posed for pictures, the happy boy held a sign in his hand that read, "After 2 days in the hospital, 1,001 days sharing their hearts and home, today I share their last name." Talking about his plans, Christian said he aspired to become a plastic surgeon to help other people like him. His family was hopeful he would grow into a strong, compassionate, and wise individual.